Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a highly requested video on traveling and how I am able to do it for so long. So I have a guest on this video. This is Barbara Lee, and she is a fellow world traveler, and she also has a blog which I will link down here below, so go check her blog out. I've been traveling for about 6 months now. I'm about to hit the 6-month mark in a few weeks. Barbara has been traveling way longer than I have.
On and off about 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, which is insane to me. I can't imagine traveling for so long. One of the questions that I get asked a lot is how I can afford to travel for so long. So me and Barbara actually stay at this wonderful hotel. It's called the Katarma Inn. It's in the Galapagos Islands on San Cristobal Island, and we actually stay here for free. Like, we don't pay any money to live here, and I've been living here for a little over a month, which is a little bit crazy also. And Barbara has been here for about
a week,
almost 2 weeks now. Yeah. It's a really nice hotel. They have a pool, a sauna. It's just like
beautiful artwork.
Yeah. Like on this really giant, comfy couch right now. Breakfast here is included for the guests.
And for us.
And for us as well. I did a hotel tour already, so if you didn't check that out, I'll link it in the description box below, but you can see the hotel for yourself. Usually a room at this hotel, the cheapest room at this hotel is about $70 a night, which is out of my budget for sure.
Most people.
Yeah, and even if I were to stay at like a backpacker's hostel, which I've checked out here, and they are
not the best.
Not that nice.
But still a minimum of $15 a night for a bed in the shared room. And in the rest of the Galapagos, a private room goes for about $30 a night.
Yeah. So if I wanted to stay at not like a dump, that basically means I have to stay in a room that would be $30 per night. And since I've been here for about 30 nights, that's $900 I would have saved. And because I am staying at this hotel, which is $70 a night, I've saved over $2,000. So how me and Barbara are able to stay here for free is because we volunteer at this hotel, and what we do, basically we just help to serve breakfast to the guests in the morning. It's very simple work. We just have to help set out the breakfast buffet and just kind of make sure that the guests have everything they need during breakfast and kind of just provide some interaction.
Yeah, answer any questions that they might have.
Exactly. So it's pretty easy. It's just light work. After breakfast service is over, we have the rest of the day to just pretty much do whatever we want. So it's a pretty sweet deal, I would say.
We also get free days, so when there's no guests here, we went off to travel the other islands in the Galapagos for 5 or 6 days, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, we went island hopping because there were no guests here, so we didn't have to serve breakfast to anyone. So the owner was basically like, yeah, take a free day. So we went island hopping.
Yeah.
How we found this volunteer opportunity is this website that we're going to talk about. There's a few websites that are similar to it also, which I will mention, but the website that we use is called helpx.net, which stands for Help Exchange. So what it is that hosts, if they need any kind of help on their property, whether it be a hotel or a farm or
just even their home, if they just need like an extra help cleaning.
And they will post a listing on this website asking for volunteers, and usually in exchange for your volunteering, they offer you a free room or free meals. So this is my second Help Exchange experience. My first Help Exchange experience was in Santiago, Chile, where I worked at a hostel and they gave me a free room and free breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So that was like an amazing deal because I basically didn't have to spend any money there other than obviously like what I bought personally or if I went out to eat or something.
How many hours a day was that?
That volunteering was 4 hours a day for 5 days a week. And then I had 2 days off. Yeah.
Wow.
And what I had to do there was basically just either do some light cleaning, or if they needed help at the reception desk, then I would sit at the reception desk and kind of just check people in if they came in. But yeah, that saved me a ton of money because I was there for about a month also, and I didn't have to pay for a room or any meals during that whole time. The only thing that I will say though is that Help Exchange is more usable, I guess that's the word, if you're going to be traveling for a long time. So it's not really the right thing to do if you're just on a week vacation.
Going to the Galapagos for a week.
Yeah. If you want to stay somewhere for a while and you want to save money, then this is like a really good way to do it.
But at the same time, I did that one in Northern Colombia for 1 week.
Oh.
So there are some short-term ones where they don't require that you stay for a long time. So it is really useful if you do have like a month in Colombia and you just want to spend 1 week where you're actually not paying for your accommodation.
And having this great experience also.
Yeah.
There's tons of volunteering opportunities on Help Exchange. I've only been working at hostels and hotels, but Barbara
I'm more into conservation, so I try to find projects where I'm going to learn about sustainability or farming. So I've also done projects where I've worked for a conservation project called Echo in Bonaire. So it was in the Caribbean. I was in this beautiful location. Some of the best scuba diving I've ever done in my entire life. I stayed at the house, and that I didn't have to pay for accommodation. We had a car that we got to use. We just had to pay them back for petrol, and then they paid for one grocery shop every week for us, and then I paid about $40 collectively between all of us for food, and that paid for 3 meals a day for my whole week, which was just amazing.
Yeah.
Some people just need help around their houses, so I've done that in Canada, and I did that in New Zealand. One girl in Bogota that I was staying with for a while just needed some help with her English speaking abilities. So just for like exchanging some conversation, she taught me some Spanish. I got to stay in her apartment. It was 10 minutes outside of the city of the central area of Bogota, which is nice because I was immersed into what it was really like to live in the city. I've also done like work stays on like different farms. So I stayed at a farm in northern Colombia for a week. And we were doing different things like sowing the ground for some vegetables. We harvested honey from bees. That was a really
scary. I don't know how
I get stung. It was my first time getting stung by a bee. I'm not allergic, so no worries. And then we also like roasted coffee from scratch. So they dried the coffee and we roasted it, ground it, and then we got to try some. So we boiled some water and we tried some coffee. So that was a really great week.
Yeah, and I've met many people that also use Help Exchange. I met one girl in Buenos Aires who was working at an artisanal bakery, but the bakery was inside someone's house. So basically it was just like an up-and-coming bakery. This woman was baking out from her apartment, and she was right in the middle of Buenos Aires.
That's amazing.
And this volunteer was able to stay in her apartment in the middle of Buenos Aires and also learn how to bake like artisanal bread.
Which probably eat amazing bread.
Yeah. So there's so many opportunities on Help Exchange. You just kind of have to sort through them all. And the great thing about Help Exchange is that it's all over the world. So anywhere you go, whether it be South America, like
or New Zealand
now, New Zealand, Asia, there's tons of opportunities in Europe also. But there's listings all over the world. So you have to be a member of Help Exchange before you can message any hosts. But the membership, if I remember, costs about 20 euros or $26 US, right? I paid euros because at that time euros cost less than dollars, so I kind of like played around with the currency exchange that way. It's good for 2 years, and it's like more, so many times, so it's so worth it.
And if you know a premium member who's already on the website, we can add you on for 14 euros or about $20 US.
Yeah, so I'll leave that information below. We don't get anything for like hooking you guys up, so
just take advantage of the cheaper membership.
Yeah, this is not a sponsored video or anything. I just want to let you guys know that this resource is out there to help you guys save money.
There are different websites that you can use, so Workaway is another one. There's also one that's like specific just for backpackers, so just working at backpacking hostels and hotels around the world. And then also Woofing. I picked Help Exchange over Woofing because for Woofing you have to get a membership for each country that you're in.
Yeah, whereas Help Exchange again is just 20 euros for anywhere around the world for 2 years.
Same companies or hosts will use multiple websites. So like the farm that I was at in Northern Colombia, most of those people found it through Workaway, but I came through Help Exchange.
Right. You don't really have to be a member of more than one. There's so many opportunities just on Help Exchange or just on Workaway.
There's so many.
Yeah, I literally just picked Help Exchange because I like the design of the website better, but there's many similar opportunities across all of the websites.
Yeah, and Help Exchange has this cool social component to it, so you can search for other members who are traveling through the same areas that you are. And I've actually like traveled through New Zealand for a whole week with someone, and I'm still friends with that person. So.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be friends forever. So definitely check out Help Exchange if you're interested in doing some volunteering work, or if you're interested in traveling for a long time and you want to save on accommodation. I found this to be a really great resource and option that saved me so much money since I started my trip.
You get to learn new things. You kind of get to live like a local.
True. So I hope that answers some of your guys' questions. If you have any additional questions, please leave them in the comments below. Also check out Barbara's blog. Her blog is designed by her and it's beautiful, so definitely check her out for more travel tips and inspiration. I'll see you guys in my next video, and until then, I hope everything's awesome on your side of the world, and
Buzz on!
bye!